We're going to tie the pattern that comes up over and over again when we're talking about midge hatches. And I've got some video of some midges that will show you. These things, when they hatch, it's just like a flood, and they're smaller than mosquitoes. When they hatch, it's like these things are blowing in the wind. I mean, there's so many of them that if you're riding across a lake in a boat, it's like they smudge your shirt because they're so fragile that they just kind of land on there and squash. So this is kind of the pattern that comes up if somebody is going to fish a dry fly for a midge hatch. So I'm going to start right about the middle. This is a Griffith's gnat, and it actually mimics a clump of these midges that maybe die on the surface of the water and just kind of clump together. There are three materials: hook, small hook, 18 to say 24 or so is the size. There needs some peacock herl. This is a peacock eye. The peacock herl on the eye is a little finer, and when you're tying these little bitty ones, it can be useful to get a peacock eye or two. The other way that most people have peacock herl is the strong peacock herl, and it works fine too. It's just a little bit coarser. The other material is a grizzly hackle, and these are pre-sized, so I've got little drawers with them, and when I do these, I'll just pick them off and size them and put them in these little drawers so that when I need them, I've got them ready. I can just grab a drawer and not have to fool with a cape. And if I run out of the drawer and pull a cape out, I'm going to pull all the boxes down of one size, and then I'll strip all of the boxes. What we want to do to prep this, we'll take the feather, the fuzzy parts of the feather at the back, we want to get rid of. So I'm just going to snip all that off, and then I'm going to stroke out the barbs at the back. And what I want to do is I want to just clip a few of these little barbs off right at the end to make a little comb. Just give me a little something to grab the feather, or to grab the thread when I tie the feather in. And then these have a kind of a dull side and a shiny side, and I'm going to tie this in with the dull side toward the hook and take some wraps forward over it. Now that I've got that in, I'm going to tie my peacock herl in, and I'm just going to pull it out, strip a couple of these off the bottom of this, and clip them off to even them up, and then we will tie that in and wrap back to the bend, and then come forward and just tie everything down. I'm going to stop about an eye length back and wrap the body with peacock herl. Be careful of the point of the hook. Peacock herl is pretty fragile. One of the techniques I've been working on, it seems to help me, is trying to keep my material hand steady or in one place at the bottom and wrap with the thread hand, and we'll get that up there and hold it. Be careful not to pull the peacock herl away from the, if you do, you'll cut it with the thread. I'm going to take a couple of wraps right over and then a couple under, and then snip it off with the tips and save that in case I decide to use it for the next one. That's the body of the Griffith's gnat, and now I'm going to use this stone faux. I know I'm not going to need the whole feather. Get it up in a place where I think the stem will be a little bit, and then I'm going to wrap around. Got to be careful with this. You will break them this small. We just want to palmer this. Watch the twist as you go around, just like in thread. You'll be twisting the feather, and you may need to untwist it. And just want to palmer it fairly evenly up the body, and then hold it up when we get to the front. Take some wraps over, and tension on the thread, and then release it and get a couple more wraps over. I'll stroke it back. Have a nice little head there and then clip it. And this fly is really the basis. There's several other imitations that are dry flies I'm going to demonstrate in later videos. Peacock herl and grizzly hackle form the basis of a lot of them. So we're just going to take another 3-turn whip finish, pull it off. If you want to put a little head cement or a little bit of UV cement on there, that's a good thing. And then there is the Griffith's gnat. You fish these on the top, dead drift. And some people say when you get to the end of the dead drift, to jerk it under, pull it just under the water, and then kind of swing it across. Sometimes you'll get hits there that you won't get on a dead drift with a Griffith's gnat.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for all our videos and tight lines.